All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of What's What BR. Today we have Erin Fulbright with us, the Interim Executive Director for Sickle Cell Association of South Louisiana. How's it go, Erin?
Pretty well. How about you?
It's crazy. People watch these things all the time, but we're recording this right now in what's supposed to be, what is it, Marco? Supposed to be
Yes.
just about to be, coming ashore, and who really knows? We all woke up this Monday morning with wait, why is the sun out and why is it a beautiful day? Why did we close everything down?
Right. We did get a little bit of wind, so it's a little cooler.
Did we? I don't even think I've made it out yet.
Yeah.
So I've been since 6 doing calls and meetings. So most I know of the temperature is just what it says on the website.
But yeah.
So tell me, you made the jump over here, to Sickle Cell Association. What's kind of the status of things over there? Kind of how are things?
Well, with sickle cell or with COVID happening, we're just trying to make it day by day, just like any other business. We're still seeing our patients, helping them out where we can. A lot of virtual stuff or over the phone and emails. We do see a couple that come in though, but we're still operating and going in here for our clients despite anything. But we're gearing up for our big fundraiser, which is next month, and also September is National Sickle Cell Awareness Month, so really gearing up for that so that we can help educate everyone on what sickle cell is and how they can get involved.
Awesome. Well, you set me up on a perfect, segue as far as, so for anybody who's, doesn't know, if we just got right down to it, just fell off the boat, fell off, the wagon, landed from space, don't know anything. What is sickle cell?
So it's a chronic illness that affects the blood. So sickle cell patients have their blood cells form kind of like a crescent moon, and it causes a blockage because of the crescent. It's not flowing as easily as regular blood cells, which are round. We use raisins as a demonstration to show that the blood cells will dry up and then they get that sickle, but the crescent shape, and they stick to the wall. And so then that causes the blockage and clogging of the arteries, and so blood isn't flowing. And so a lot of our patients have fatigue, they have a lot of pain. And so then that kind of prevents them from performing everyday life like we would, because they have the pain that has come up. And so then that's where we come in, just providing that support and coordinating some care and services for those patients.
That's awesome. Not disease, but what you guys are able to do to help.
Yeah.
So make sure we clarify that. So, with that, obviously, you guys are a nonprofit, and it's been really hard, especially in light of COVID and being able to do different events, different things. You guys normally have, what I've seen in the past is Ryan's Run that usually would be, in August, but I think I saw some notes, you're pushing that over to September. Is that right?
Yes, because of COVID putting things on hold, and there was a transition in them filling the executive director's position. But I think they also felt, the board, that September, like I said, was National Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So it was a good time to have the race during that time as well. And we're moving it to virtual, which is different from normally. We're normally downtown, everyone's out there running. But this year we're going to be doing it virtual. So asking everyone to run wherever you are, but run with us on September 26th, which is our race day, and then just communicating with us and sharing via social media.
That's awesome. So how does that, is that the virtual race? Do people register, beforehand, or, kind of how does that, everything seems to be going virtual these days. So,
Right.
but a race this is the first race I've heard.
Yes, so you still register, and you can register now. Our link is up, so you'll still do that. You'll still get your swag bag that you would get normally, so your t-shirts, some extra goodies, a finishing medal. You'll still get all of that. But on September 26th, we just ask that you go out in your neighborhood, your favorite route, get your family and friends, and run that race. So whether it's the 5K that you sign up for or the 1 mile that you sign up for. So walk it or run it, and then share your photos after completing it. Hopefully you'll have your shirts beforehand if we can get you registered in time in the mailing system. That's kind of slow, but you'll get that. We will have a pickup date at our office for those that live in the Baton Rouge area. So you could come pick up your stuff prior, put that on, and just show that pride as you're running on your favorite route or in your neighborhood that you're running for sickle cell on that Saturday.
That's pretty cool. Well, then it opens it up. Now you don't have to get to Baton Rouge to participate, right? So
Right.
in theory, we could have a lot more participants, as this thing moves.
Yes, and that's what we're hoping, that people will share it, and family and friends that live in surrounding states or as far as California can get out and run with you, and you guys can share your photos. And if you know someone that has sickle cell, then you're running for them, and share that with us. I'm running for, my uncle who has sickle cell, and sharing that. And we're going to be on social media that whole day, sharing that information and sharing those stories. We also have a scavenger hunt that we're going to do that week of the race. So I think it's the 21st is that Monday, that you can participate as you're training for the race, or you can do on race day. And there'll be little things around town for here in Baton Rouge that you can grab, but then if you're anywhere, you can still participate. And then if you get 5 of those into us, tagging us on social media again, you'll be entered into a drawing for a prize. So just kind of get you a little bit more involved during that weekend, excited for the lead up. Because when you're running for a race, most people go out and they're kind of training going up to it, are real runners. But even if you're just getting out and doing your daily walk and stuff, you can still participate in that scavenger hunt.
I'm trying to picture myself running around the neighborhood, and I could maybe do a bike,
Well, I walk, run, so you could do that. Run from one pole to the next and then walk it.
No, that even time. I just picture my knees just dying. I think I ran too much as a kid.
Yeah.
So tell me where they can register right now on your website.
Yeah, so if they go to our website, which is SCASL.org, there's a section that says Ryan's Run. You can click on that, register. You can also click and do a paper form. You can download the form, send that in to us, or come drop it off at the office. We are closed today and Wednesday or Tuesday, but we're here 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. So you can also come and drop that off with the payment. But yeah.
You mentioned closed today and Tuesday, but my gut tells me that we're going to let this thing move its way through, and then they're going to come out Tuesday and be like, what, you should probably close Wednesday and Thursday. This whole week is, I don't know what to think, but I'm just getting used to everything getting shut down.
Right. But you can still contact us because we're still working from home too. So since everything is virtual, so you can email us in from that form as well. On our website, there's an email address that can get out to us.
So tell me what, this is a new name, right? You guys changed the name recently, last year sometime, to where it's now the Sickle Cell Association of South Louisiana, right?
Yes. So before it was the Baton Rouge Sickle Cell Anemia Foundation, I believe, and they recently just changed it to the Sickle Cell Association of South Louisiana, and that's because we want to expand our reach and helping clients from New Orleans up to Lafayette and everywhere in between. So that's our goal, and that's what was in place. And so we're going to continue that on and really get to those patients in all of those areas where we can help provide those services and coordinate some care and all of that, and make sure that our sickle cell patients have whatever they need.
How would somebody, do you know, or is this one of those, when you've got sickle cell, is it one of those, like, you don't know what's, obviously you may not know, it's weird symptoms, and then it just kind of is a barrage of things?
Well, you carry the traits, so it's parents that have the traits, and I think every newborn is tested for it. So you will get tested for it as newborns. It's more likely in African Americans, Mediterranean, and it's another one, a group of people that you'll see sickle cell in. that it affects a little bit more and see those traits. But yeah, you'll get tested for that trait and you kind of know. And then symptoms may come on later in your life, or they may, be there from newborn or whatnot. But we do try to get referred to those patients so that we can help them from infancy all the way up until adulthood.
Okay. So that's education for me. There is a test, that's run, at birth. So you don't one day go to the doctor and then realize that you have sickle cell. It's most likely you've known it from your whole life, and you've either been asymptomatic or you've had to, kind of deal with things.
Yeah, and I'm still learning too about everything with it, but yeah, they do test infants. And I think like right now within Louisiana, there's at least 4,000 people that have it, from children to adults that have some form of sickle cell. And I think there's 3 stages of sickle cell. So you can have 3 different levels. And so some people aren't experiencing extreme pain all the time, like some other patients that have a certain kind of sickle cell may be experiencing more pain more often, or having more fatigue and all of that. So there are different levels to it.
Gotcha. So tell me, what is everybody's kind of you're new and, at the table. So taking a new role with a new brand in a new time when we've got to do everything first. So everything is a little bit new. And so, it's as they say, all great plans fail when you hit the beach, right? We're there. What's next? Are you guys having to retool? Is you and the board working? Is it just like, hey, what are we going to do for next year? Or we're not even worried about next year. We're working about, next month, right now.
Yeah, a little bit of both. We are definitely worried and preparing for next year, but I think like most businesses, incorporating what we've had to adjust to this year. So adding more of that virtual options, preparing if we do have to come back into quarantine or whatnot, hopefully not, but if the world has to shift back, how do we still help those patients? What do we need to provide to them now to make sure that they have the access to being able to contact their advocacy person here at Sickle Cell, and so that we can work with them with their medical team or housing or their job or whatever we are assisting them with. So a little bit of both, and working for the future of how do we continue that on. Still planning our programs that we have for education for parents and children, and anybody else that wants to know about sickle cell, but making those more available virtual as well, so you don't have to come in, but we can still reach our clients and supporters. And then hopefully we're going to still be planning for an in-person Ryan's Run for next year. But we'll have this first one a virtual if it doesn't work, and maybe we can incorporate both, who knows, in the future of having a virtual and in-person too, so that we can have those that have joined us from out of the area still be a part of us.
Absolutely. Well, tell me, if somebody has sickle cell, maybe they didn't know that you guys were around, do they need a referral, kind of to you guys from a doctor, or is it just pick up the phone and give us a call?
They can just pick up the phone and call us, but we do work with our hospitals and clinics so that if a patient does come in and they want more resources, that the doctor or the facility will refer them back to us. So we do kind of work with that, and just by getting the word out too, because if you have sickle cell and you didn't know there was this resource, or that you can call us and let us talk with you and see how we can help you. So both ways. So anybody can call us and come by.
Well, tell me, what is, we always kind of, as we get down towards, the tail end of the show here, what is it that if we could wave the wand, if we could get that message out, to everybody, we like to believe that we've got a fairly large audience here. It keeps growing. It seems like every week, but, what would you want them to know? What's that wave the wand, the skywriting in the air, what goes viral, that helps you guys?
Just to be a little bit more curious about sickle cell, to get to know what sickle cell is and how it does affect some of our citizens here within our community. and now even expanding from New Orleans to Lafayette, but how your support in like the race or donations to us can help out these patients and the families that are caring for children that have sickle cell. But that we are constantly fighting and working for research to cure sickle cell. People are living a lot longer with sickle cell. So just the constant support and people becoming more aware of the disease and knowing that it exists and how that they can help those that may be around them that have sickle cell. So if someone in your job has it, an employer, just knowing more about it so that you can be more accommodating and understanding to that person if they're having to take off or if they can't do certain things because of the disease and how it's affecting them. So just definitely more knowledge and being more curious about it and understanding.
I think that goes back to the two things I say that are, not most important, but pretty much up there. It's the education and communication, that people need to take some time, educate themselves a little bit, even if it doesn't affect you, it may affect you indirectly, so you guys have got a great website to kind of run through, get some information on. And I'd go on a limb here and say, if somebody wanted, if it just didn't click or if it didn't make 100% sense or somebody just wanted to learn a little bit more, that they can give you guys a call and you can talk through, sometimes it's easier just to have that conversation, hey, I don't really know, but I think I've heard, I got a coworker, or my neighbor has it, what should I know? What should I, those kind of things to where you can they may not feel comfortable asking the person, but then they can reach out to you guys, get a little bit of information there.
And we would love that because then that just helps spread who we are. And again, spreads that knowledge of the disease and how it can, how people can help out.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Erin, I appreciate all the work you guys are doing over there. I know you're doing the trial by fire right now.
Yeah.
So, well,
it was a great staff. So I'm just hoping to continue on. And they've had a great director from the previously Miss Lori Burgess, who passed away in January, but she was doing a great job and she had a passion for sickle cell. So I'm just wanting to continue that on and to help her plans that she had going be complete and furthered along.
Picking up the torch and running. I love it.
Want to make her proud.
Yeah, you got some big shoes to fill.
Yes,
she was there for a while. So.
Yes.
Well, look, I appreciate it again. We'd love to have you come back, give us an update. How did the run go? Maybe even have, some people, if you want to have some people come on and we can all, talk, bring some more. It's fun. We love to do it. And, top of mind awareness. There's a reason why, whether it be from regular advertising or coming on the show, just maybe somebody misses this episode, and they hear the update, so we'd love to have you come back on. Just let us know whenever you're ready for an update and we'll get you scheduled in and, kind of see how everything turned out and see, what does virtual, translate to? How does that work? And then if we can help you get the word out in any other way, just let us know.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for having me on and using y'all's platform and reaching y'all's audience. You guys are great. So.
All right, Erin. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.